May sagot ang kampo ni Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa kaugnay sa mga napabalitang nahuli na umano ang senador. Si MJ Mondihar sa report.
Itinanggi ng kampo ni Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa ang mga ulat na nahuli umano siya ng mga otoridad kaugnay ng pending na ICC warrant. Ayon sa legal counsel nito na si Attorney Israelito Torion, walang natanggap na tawag mula sa pamilya de la Rosa sila mga abogado kaugnay sa issue. Duda naman si Torion na maaaring pain o bait lamang ang issue para matriangulate ang seller signal ni Senator Bato.
Baka pakana ito na para magtawag ako or magtawag yung any member of the family of Senator Bato de la Rosa at matriangulate na naranasan na kasi natin ito in the past, no, sa mga kaso po na na-handle natin. Kaya I really disciplined myself not to call my client at that time kasi there is really that big possibility that this might be a ploy for us to contact our client, and if we did that, then that would have, produced a certain vibration which would enable the authorities to locate him.
Nadamay si Senator Bato sa arrest warrant na inilabas ng ICC dahil siya nagsilbing Chief PNP at main implementer ng anti-drug campaign o Oplan Tokhang sa Administrasyong Duterte. Samantala, nagayag naman ng pangamba ang mga kapartido ni Senator Bato sa abroad sa kanyang kalagayan.
Labis po kami nag-aalala lahat ng mga OFW, lalong-lalo na ang PDP laban International Malaysia. Sa nangyayari ngayon kasi sir, hindi talaga pabor sa atin yung dadalhin na lang siyang ganon ng ating administrasyon sa dahig na hindi man lang idadaan sa tamang proseso dito sa Pilipinas.
Walang pending arrest warrant sa Philippine courts ang senador. Patuloy naman ginigiit ng kampo nito na iligal ang ICC warrant. Kanya, wala ng jurisdiction ang foreign tribunal sa Pilipinas. Noong March 17, 2019, opisyal na kumalas ng Pilipinas sa International Criminal Court matapos bawiin ang pagiging miyembro nito sa Rome Statute. Para sa Diyos at sa Pilipinas kung mahal, MJ Mondihar, SMNA News.
Sir, ano po ang update kay Senator Bato de la Rosa? Many are asking kung totoo ba yung sinasabing nahuli. May mga teorya pa na meron daw eroplano galing sa Cebu na naglipad sa kanya papunta na raw ng ICC. Sir?
Sana hindi totoo, no? Sana hindi totoo. Kasi nga when I heard a lot of news kahapon, daming tumatawag sa akin at daming nagti-text, no? Pero ang nabantayan ko, hindi tumawag yung kliyente ko at saka hindi rin tumawag yung members ng family niya. So kaya hindi ako masyado worried, and I think sana totoo itong kutob ko na hindi talaga ito totoo, because had it been true, he would have called me right away.
Po, may mga nagsasabi rin, sir, na yung sa mga nagko-comment sa social media na maaari daw hakbang ito para ma-locate yung eksakto na posisyon o lokasyon ngayon ng senador. Ita-triangulate yung kanyang location. May mga experience tayo in the past, sir. Ano pong tingin niyo dyan?
Kaya nga nasabi ko sa isang interview na hindi ako nagsasabi na ito nga talaga, pero isa sa mga theories po na aking na craft is baka pakana ito na para magtawag ako or magtawag yung any member of the family of Senator Bato de la Rosa at matriangulate na naranasan na kasi natin ito in the past, no, sa mga kaso po na na-handle natin. Kaya I really disciplined myself not to call my client at that time kasi there is really that big possibility that this might be a ploy for us to contact our client, and if we did that, then that would have, produced a certain vibration which would enable the authorities to locate him.
Pero sir, wala namang active Filipino warrant o Philippine warrant?
Wala nga eh. Wala nga eh.
Attorney?
Oo, kaya nga, yun nga ang pilit natin sanang pinapaabot po sa administration that first, we are no longer a party to the Rome Statute. As early as March 17 of 2019, the request for investigation was only made in September of 2021, more than 2 years after we withdrew from the Rome Statute. And wala rin pong batas na kung merong ICC warrant ito is equivalent na ito ng isang Philippine warrant of arrest. Kinakailangan na yung proseso po sana ng ICC ay idaan po sa ating local processes. Even the Rome Statute under Article 59 requires that nung pagdakip kay kay former President Duterte. Pero hindi po ito nasunod. At saka yung theory of cooperation on the part of the executive department na nagko-cooperate lang daw sila in compliance with international treaty, pag nag-involve na yan ng arrest of a Filipino person, then the Bill of Rights would operate. And therefore, the 1987 Constitution should be followed. Yun po ang aming stand dyan.
Sir, lasa lang, how is the De La Rosa family holding up right now, sir, sa mga challenges na kinaharap po ni Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa?
They have remained strong, faithful to the Lord Almighty, always praying that everything will turn out to be fine. And I hope and pray that they will continue to be strong despite all the challenges that they are facing these days.
Sir, may decision ng Supreme Court sa inyo pong petition. Anong komento po ninyo, sir, bilang petitioner?
Well, I was really surprised and saddened. No? Bakit saddened tayo? Kasi I had high hopes that the Supreme Court would favorably act on our petition because we really studied it and we really saw that there was grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction on the part of the Justice Committee of the House of Representatives by entertaining the Sabalia complaint as well as the Cabrera complaint. And we really researched a lot about the grounds on our petition. But then again, yun na nga, hindi na aksyonan at ngayon dinismiss dahil moot and academic na daw. So that is why, as a lawyer, I have to respect it. But I will confer with my fellow petitioners kasi marami kami mga abogado na nag-file nun and discuss with them as to whether or not we should file a motion for reconsideration. Yun lang po.
Thank you, sir.
Salamat. Thank you ha.